season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Let's go. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
From the gun, running back on the move. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Knights will line up to punt it away.
Number 4 in punt formation to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now this...
He's loose. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was...
Touchdown, Colorado! They grab the early lead.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jefferson coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Going up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your UCF Knights will take over 1st and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
It's reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
Runs for the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Knights are rolling down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Got his man. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, 15, UCF 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes a handoff. It's Boone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Dances away. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, able to make in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's Boone. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. They're bringing heat. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He caught it.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he will score! Touchdown, Bucks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
brings up second down.
After the misfire, now on second down. To the air, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colorado. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hayden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able...
Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
He lets one fly deep. Snags it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be knocked down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just fun.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Swings it out to the flat. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Jefferson. He finds his man. Still running at the 40. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
UCF 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sanders. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I...
Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. He tries to take the top off. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 49, UCF 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. The back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Got it past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Jefferson. Looking to the big tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Hunter. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Quick toss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Plows through the defense. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He looks that one in nicely.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Colorado 62, UCF 21.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick it away.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Your UCF Knights will take over 1st and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.